Hello, hello! Alright, today we're getting back into the CB400F Cafe Racer. This bike is a fantastic little bike, but it's been having some issues. Number one, it doesn't want to stay in first gear. It's been popping out of first gear, and I think that the linkage is just, misaligned. And if I turn it back a little bit and reclock the shifter lever, I think everything will be good there. And also, it's got a stumble. If you roll the throttle on, you can just roll up to full throttle and it'll just. But if you really grab a handful of it, and then takes off. So obviously the jetting is wrong. I'm gonna start by moving the needle jet. I'm gonna move it up 2 clicks, so that it gives it a lot more fuel, because I think it's just not getting enough fuel at the right amount at the right time. So we'll move that up, and then I also it's been rejetted because it's got pods and a pipe on it. So I looked at the jets that were in it, and I think they're way too big. So I ordered some other ones. I ordered some 42 pilots and some 78 cannons. It's at 82 or 45 or something like that. So that's where we're at. So let's get into this project. This bike is fun. It's so close. So I love it. All right, let's get this going. Alright, we have our brand new, fresh from the box battery. This is essential. These bikes are awful without a good charge, and that last battery would hold a charge for about 6 kicks. Okay, what do we got? Out of the box, we are reading 1187. So, this could use a charge. Alright, before we put this in and start kicking it, let's put it on the charger for a little while. Alright, so even though this old one won't hold a charge for long, I had it on the charger, it takes a charge. We're at 1227 right now. That will be good enough for this morning, hopefully. Alright, I have a quick bone to pick with battery charging industry and all manner of other ones. Okay, check this out. Red light, charging. Green light, maintaining. What's the most common form of color blindness? Red, green. And I'm very colorblind. Is that red or green? Shit pisses me off. Why couldn't you put one that says charged and one that says charging? Good Lord. Made it blue and white or something. Alright, this one's on the charger. Set that there. Let's see if we can fire this up with this old girl. Alright, let's make some noise. the light position. Uh-oh. Oh, battery's dead, man. Well, that's what we get for right now. Alright, new battery. No choke. How about now? Alright, back from the test ride, and I can honestly not understand why anybody needs more motorcycle than this. It's a 400 and man is it fun. It's light, it flicks over real easy, accelerates quick. I don't get it, man. This thing's about perfect. So, things I noticed, the front brake's not really working that great. I'm gonna have to get back into that, and when I got home, the disc and the caliper are pretty hot, so might be dragging a little bit too. So gonna have to look into that. And I feel like she's definitely running rich. So I had it about half throttle down the road, held it down the street, and cut it off. So let's check the plugs, see what they look like, and we'll go from there. Yes, she's fat. Look at that. Oh boy. She's thick in the middle. That ain't good. Make sure they all look the same. Yep. Nice and black and sooty. So yesterday we got pretty close with it. We know the gutting is way too rich, but man, she's riding good. And throttle response is there. So we're gonna drop those wheels down one click, and hope that helps us out. If not, we might have to think about some jets. So we'll get into this and see if we can get it. just right. All right. So when you get your carbs off your bike, you want to find a nice environmentally friendly place, not in flowers, and you want to tip your carbs upside down and rock them back and forth, and that'll help get, you know, all the residual fuel that's in them out. So I did that in an incredibly environmentally friendly manner, and here we are again. All right, let's get into the tops of these and get those needles moved. Okay. 7mm. That's weird. Oh, blinding. Okay. Now how we get that guy out of there? Like there should be a way. Ah, like so. Ha! Okay, okay. Wow, Excalibur. Right. That's a hell of a lot of parts to take out just to get the slide. Anyway, so we got our slide out, got our needle. You can see it's on the second to bottom. We're going to take that clip back up to the middle position. Cause that needle to sink down just a little bit, restrict a little more gas flow, so it won't be quite so rich. Now these clips are, I do believe, aftermarket and not quite as they're not quite as strong as stock. They're kind of remind me of pop can tin a little bit, and if you lose them, you fuck. That was extremely lucky there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, there we are, fully clipped, third position.
bad, you know. Pop can tank. Alright. Well, that was one of them. Why don't y'all go get a snack or something and I'm gonna finish up the rest of it.
Right. How about now? Let's do this. Alright, so today we got that front wheel rolling a lot better so far. The brake issue that I thought I had was fixed because it was just the wrong position for the lever. And after we changed those jet needles, it is not as happy as it was yesterday, so I think we're going to change those back. Think about some other options in there. So that's where we're at. Throw some fuel out of the carbs. We'll paint. Alright, I really jammed to get this thing back together with the needles back to where they like to be, yesterday at least. And it's 8:30 in a small little quiet town, and I don't know if I've listened to enough Bruce Springsteen today to be able to make this much noise this late, but let's do it anyway.
The jets didn't arrive in time for this video, but they're on their way, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you know when the next one drops. We'll see you then.